All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. His throw incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Blue line it. Blue line it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. Oh, it still won't go down. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Todd Davis in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw, Bridgewater. He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. Tried to get that one to Jake Butt, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. To throw here on 2nd and 10. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. They'll roll him out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Wolfe in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Play action now. Bridgewater. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. A big play on 3rd there for the Steelers. And even 50 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step, you go to them early and often.
Now Bell. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. In for the score. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
First carry for Devontae Booker. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Detroit! Detroit!
On play action, they'll throw. And that's incomplete.
He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the second one.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll drop the throw. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2.
Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go.
Looking to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Brandon Dunn able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Dancing to... He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Now, I know it's only a loss of a couple of yards, but when you get near the sidelines, just flip the ball out of bounds, incomplete, and save the yardage. Save the yards, not your stats.
This is Bell. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The penalty certainly makes things tougher here as they try again. 3rd and goal. Throwing is Bridgewater. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Kevin White, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. No further, so he can't bring it back for 2, but the extra point attempt is unsuccessful. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Now on the return, Brendan Langley. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On the carry, it's Booker. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Out of the gun now on third down. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Here's Marquette King now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Back to Heinz Field after this. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. On second down, it's Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Bridgewater now. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Todd Davis in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Returnable here from the 38. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So the Broncos coming out now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it third down. The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2.
All right, here we go.
to throw here. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. On line, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Play fake. Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, and when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue, landed. Blue.
They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 6. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, it's Bell. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And the Steelers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He hits White, complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a gain of 5. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back now in Pittsburgh. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. Dancing away at the 30. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Bridgewater sliding out of the pocket. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead extends. It's 15-0. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
The drive starts with Devontae Booker, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll look to throw, escaping the pressure right. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Throwing, Bridgewater. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Sua Cravens with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting out and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Bud Dupree in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Bud Dupree in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They're going to look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll go again with Bell. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Bridgewater, and he finds McDonald. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Bridgewater here to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Bridgewater. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game, but these 2 teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Steelers, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Denver, the struggles in
The Texans are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The 49ers are now on the clock. The Colts are now on the clock.